are you today? My name is Carrie Hendricks. I am the co-director of education with Inca Glow. Today I'm going to be going over the application of Inca Glow. Inca Glow is a very special product. I brought it into my salon a couple years ago and truly enjoyed every minute of it. Today we're going to go over the application and any questions you have about having it in the salon and how I work it into my schedule, because that's a huge part. I know when we used to do any other straightening or smoothing services, I used to take up a big chunk of our day. I love that I can incorporate this into my day and not take up so much time. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to slide this chair over. So what I'm going to do, just so we're not on Zoom for 2 hours, I've already prepared my client or guest, Candace. We've already done the Inca on her and we've already smoothed her out. So I'm going to go through those steps and show you an application on a model so we don't have to sit and wait for her to process. And we're also going to go over the timing and everything. And then we'll bring her back here and I'll show you the smoothing technique, okay? So what I did first with applying the Inca Glow is I took her into the wash house and I made sure that I clarified her. Now with Candace, she does put some product in her hair and a little bit of hairspray. So I made sure I clarify her 2 or 3 times with our pre-glow clarifying shampoo. Okay, so we have our own, and a lot of people say, do we have to use this one? Of course, as a system, we love to recommend that you use this so that you can always make sure that our product, our Inca Glow is going to work 100%, okay? So then with Candace, because she had a warm brown color, I chose to go with, these are the same formulas, but the great thing about this is we have a white and a platinum, okay? And the reason for that, can you see that?
Yeah, you can come a little closer, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a white and a platinum, and we always suggest that you use 50-50 in your formula. So 50% of this in your formula and 50% of this. What it is going to do is going to neutralize and tone the hair, okay? So we can decide what we want to do. We're pretty much all colorist. So when I was choosing to do Candace's hair, she has a warm brown. So I decided to go 3/4 of the white formula and then 1/4 of the platinum because I don't want to take too much of her warmth out. Now, if she wanted to be a little less warm, I would definitely choose to maybe go 3/4 of the platinum to 1/4 of the white. So you kind of just play around like you're toning the hair, okay? So I am going to just mix a little bit so we can talk about application. So I'm going half and half just on our mannequin. And it's a very pretty purple color, purple and white together like I talked about. And that's a 50-50 formula right there. So the beautiful thing about this product is that you never feel any burning or to the eyes. You know, when we've done other products in the past, we've always been so worried about how the fumes are going to affect our guest, ourselves, and the guest around us. The beautiful thing about this product is that we don't ever have to worry about that. There are no harsh chemicals, no harsh fumes. It is designed with 11 amino acids. And the beautiful thing with this has 0 formaldehyde. There are so many products out there that say that there's 0 formaldehyde, and they really do have some subs of formaldehyde. Once it's heated up to 450 degrees, there is subs of formaldehyde that turn into formaldehyde. This product has 0 subs or 0 formaldehyde in it whatsoever. So I'm gonna, section by section, what I'm going to do is, I'm making sure that you guys can see this well. I believe they can. Is that good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Do
you want some more space? I can move.
No, it's okay. So I took down about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch section. Now this all depends on how thick the hair is, okay? So if you have really thick hair, obviously you're gonna take a thinner section. So I like to be able to see through the section that I'm working with, but I also wanna make sure that I am saturating it, but also getting it on pretty quickly. So I'm gonna go about 1/4 inch from the scalp. This does have glycolic acid in it. And let me explain that a little bit. Glycolic acid is absolutely fine. It's not harmful at all. Glycolic acid is just something that it is derived from sugar, so it's fine for the hair and the scalp. What you want to really watch out for is glyoxylic acid. I like to mention both because glyoxylic and glycolic acid are two totally different things. So the one that has the X in it, glyoxylic acid, is the one that is a sub of formaldehyde. So if you ever see a product that has glyoxylic acid, you don't want that. Glycolic acid is good for your hair, okay? So can you tell how I have a good amount of product on here, but it's not dripping off? All right, and then you can take each section. I like to kind of comb right through just to ensure saturation and it being even on the hair. I'm going to go through a few more sections. So first what we did was clarify the hair about 3 or 4 times. And then we dried it about 80% dry. And then we came in with the product. So we clarify, we dry 80%, and then we go in with the product. Comb it through and lay it down. You do not have to worry about making sure that this is pinned straight. If you feel the need to want to tuck this away, you sure can. When you're bringing all the rest of the hair, I always pull it straight back so it's around the ear. Your clients will feel, so we talked about no burning, no smell, no odor. They might feel a little tingle on their scalp, and every time I'm doing a guest, I always make sure that they understand that you might feel a little tingle. Some clients do, some clients don't. What that is the glycolic acid, okay? Is it going to hurt or burn them? Absolutely not. But as long as you ensure them that they might feel that little bit of tingle, they're gonna understand it. I always tell everybody, if you feel any kind of burning sensation that is bothering you, please let me know so I can remove it from your scalp. There are people that are allergic to water. There are people that are allergic to air and grass. There are people that are allergic to everything. So there could be somebody that is allergic to this product. I have never personally had that issue, but just know to check up on guests when they have it on their scalp. Okay, one more section I'm going to do just for clarification on application. So I'm just going to repeat one more time that we clarified her 2 or 3 times. We brought her back to our station. We dried her about 75 to 80% dry, and then we started the application. I did 50-50 on the formula, and I combed through each section. All right. So now, with this being done, say this was just our section that we applied the Inca Glow to, and we got her all completed. Now we would let her process anywhere from 35 to 90 minutes. And we're gonna go over the timeline in a few minutes, okay? While I have that out, I'm gonna set that aside. Now with Candace, I'm gonna bring Candace over. So with Candace, I did let her process for 35 minutes, okay? So Candace was our model today. What we did was we clarified her and we, let's take my glove off. We clarified her and we let her sit for 35 minutes. And the reason why we chose 35 minutes with Candace was because her hair is really fine, okay? So I knew that I would be able to get this in and done really quick. So we let her process. I took her back to the sink and I rinsed her 100% clear of her product, okay? And then I brought her back and I'm blow drying her now. I blow dried her and now we're gonna go through the smoothing technique. So for Candace, I'm gonna choose to start off at 390 on my iron. If I feel the need to bring that up any higher, then we sure will do that. I'm gonna spin her around. You tell me when we get to a good side. Candace, I'm just gonna have you look down just a bit. So I always like to start in the back. And to me, this is a very important section. She's very fine down here, but we always get these little pieces that I wanna make sure that I hit really well. Okay, just making sure you guys can see. So like I said, with Candace, I'm going to 390 with my iron. And now, I am not looking for the amount of numbers that I pass through her hair. I'm looking for the shine. It's really hard to see in this first section because of how see-through it is. So I'll get through this section really quickly. And then we'll be able to start seeing the shine throughout the next sections. 390 is perfect. We are always so ready to jump right to 450. Because that's what we've used in the past for other smoothing systems. But this one is beautiful at 390. If her hair was a little bit fuller and thicker, I might be able to bring it up, but I always start every single application at 390 and then I bring it up as needed. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about Candace's hair, where we've had a great consultation about it. She did say, you know, I'm losing a lot of hair and it is really fine. The great thing is I assessed it first and made sure that I felt like it was okay enough to do an Inca Glow on. And every hair type is great to do an Inca Glow on. The only reason I wouldn't do an Inca Glow on somebody's hair is if I wouldn't put a flat iron to it. So if they are so damaged that I would never even put a flat iron to their hair, that's the only reason I would not do an Inca Glow on them. Reason being, would the Inca Glow help them? Absolutely, but I'm not taking the chance of ironing them after. So that is the only time I would choose not to do an Inca Glow. But where her hair is just fine and needs some nourishing, I feel like this is going to be great as long as we keep the iron low. And I really think she's going to notice a huge difference in her hair, the way that it grows and the health of it after the Inca Glow. So I'm going to talk a little bit about pricing while you're watching me iron her. How I price in the salon. Actually, let's talk about first how I book in the salon. The way I book this in the salon is, first I choose if I'm going to be applying the Inca Glow after her color. So with Candace, if she was my color guest today, I would most definitely do her color first, work the progress of the time of her color, and then I would go right in after her color service. I would clarify her and put the Inca Glow right on afterwards. And it's due to the level of color that I'm working with. Any blondes that I highlight, any medium browns that I'm working with, I always do the color the same day. Now, if I'm choosing to do a redhead or a fashion tone, I book them separately, only because we all know that reds and fashion tones, their color molecule is a lot bigger. And by clarifying it, we're not going to get the vibrancy out of it that we want. So I'd rather do that separately. So with Candace, I would book the same time. I would book a half an hour for color. A half an hour I would skip over for processing time. I would book another half an hour for the application of the Inca Glow. I would skip a half an hour, and then I would put her in for the rest of my service. So in total, she will be in my chair for an hour and a half, and that leaves time in between to do another color and cut, or a color
If
and
you-
style.
If you're doing them separately,
Yes.
which one would you do first?
Do you mean if I'm doing them separately, the color and the Inca?
Yes.
I would most likely do, if I'm working with a redhead or a fashion tone, I would do the Inca first. And then
Yep.
maybe a couple days later, bring her in
Okay.
and have her do the color. Now, if you ask anybody else, there are many people that will go right in after an Inca Glow and apply a color right after, meaning
Mhm.
same day. Personally and professionally, I choose not to. I
Mhm.
choose to keep those two separately. Just because I'm already sealing down the cuticle, for me to open it back up is something I just personally choose not to do. But I like to make sure that I'm keeping them, like a couple of days is fine. There's no, you can even do it the day after. I just think people love the feel of the Inca. So why send them home after doing it, doing another color after? But that's a great question, thank you. So pricing now. Now before I did this, I also used to do any other smoothing system. I've done a few different ones. And what I chose to do in my salon, whatever I was charging for my other smoothing system, I added $50 onto my Inca Glow. So in my salon, in my area, $200 to $250 is what I charge for an Inca Glow. And I used to charge $100 when I used to do any other smoothing system. $150, I'm sorry. So I've decided to add on $50 extra because I feel like this is much more nourishing to the hair, and it helps me tone, and it helps me so much just get their hair back in better condition. So I feel like that adds a little bit more value to my Inca. So now I'm getting to be a little bit thicker in this crown area where I was a little bit finer. So I'm just gonna boost her up to 400, my iron up to 400, because I can see that that's what I'm really looking. I can tell when I'm ready to boost it up because it's taking me a little bit longer. Now, here is something I'm going to show you when we are done ironing. This is what you are looking for. If you can tell the difference in the shine right here, and it looks very glassy, it might be a little hard to see on camera. That's what we're looking for, that smooth glassy finish, opposed to how much different this looks. Okay, so it doesn't really, I might do 3 or 4 passes at a finer area, like down here, but I might do 7 or 8 in a thicker area. Does that make sense to everybody? So when we are selling this to our guest, it is promoting nourishment to the hair, just so much health benefit to the hair, shine, smoothing. It is going to help dry their hair in half the time, which most clients, that is their biggest thing. So if they used to take 40 minutes to dry their hair, they're gonna take 15 to 20 now, which is amazing. I'm sure Candace likes that idea. Doesn't love to do her hair, she said. Ooh, Candace, ooh, that was, I'm sorry, I stepped on the cord. All right, so now I'm going at I'm at more of the angle, the round of the head right here. So I'm gonna take this on more of an angle. I have found a lot of success with Inca Glow in my salon. My clients absolutely adore that I can just like throw this into my day, even if they were busy, I was busy. So even if they don't feel like it's something that they booked and they're thinking about it, I can offer it to them and kind of set them aside. The great thing about this is once we wash them out, it's really awesome that I can, after they are completely washed out and have no more product in the hair, if I'm busy with another guest, I can let them dry under the dryer until that I'm ready to smooth them out. So it's something that I don't have to have my focus on 100% while they are in my chair, like other smoothing systems used to be. So that's a really big plus for me in the salon. Now, we'll kind of start going over the chart. I know that you guys got mailed Candace, you mailed out the chart, correct? Yeah. All right, so the chart is something I still look at every time I do an Inca Glow, okay? So I know that once JP gets back, he's gonna share the chart on the screen so we can kind of go over it, which will be really nice. But it's something that I always let my salons know that they should definitely laminate it and then, yeah, if you would like to, that'd be great, thank you. To laminate it and keep it right next to the bottles. And that is going to really give you a map on like what you're gonna be doing. So we have 4 different hair types. We have resistant. We have, oh God, Carrie. We have, resistant, we have colored, we have damaged, and then we have virgin resistant. And the 2, we're gonna go over the first 2, the virgin resistant and then the resistant. And I think those 2 are something that we don't come across a lot, especially the virgin. So our virgin clients are somebody that obviously has 0 color, but their hair is really resistant, okay? So we're going to clarify them. I like to clarify them a little bit more than somebody that is just doing color. So if we take a client that is very thick and is virgin, their cuticle is really closed pretty tight. So I want to make sure that with clarifying them, I can kind of rough it up a little bit, open it a little bit. And so I do about 3 or 4 times depending on the hair texture. So I clarify them, I rinse them, and then we take them back to our station and we are going to rinse them and dry them. God, my words are all jumbled. We are going to dry them about 75% to 80% dry before we add product. We'll choose our product application, which down the chart you'll see the Inca Glow mixture is 50-50 down everything. We're going to use our discretion on what we want to use. If we want to use equal parts, if we want to change it to tone the hair, we can do that. So with our virgin resistant, we are going to do up to 80 minutes. Now, if I have a client that has extremely thick, coarse virgin hair, then I'm going the full 80 minutes with them, okay? Now, if they are just really resistant if they're just virgin and not so resistant, then I can go anywhere up to 60 minutes, okay? So it kind of just more so goes with the thickness of the hair and how much of the frizz that you're looking to get rid of. So I never go under 60 minutes with my virgin resistant clients. My virgin ones, I will go up to 60 minutes. All right. So virgin and virgin resistant, the only thing that makes them 2 different opposed to our color treated and our pre-lightened or damaged is that we're going to leave a little bit of the product in the hair. So for our virgin clients that aren't so resistant, we're going to leave about 20% in the hair. So we're going to leave about 20% in the hair. And the way I know that I'm getting this to be when I'm in the sink and I'm rinsing out a virgin guest, I want their hair, and you should maybe write this down on the side of this or just leave this as a note so you know. But with my virgin clients, when I'm rinsing, I want to leave 20% in the hair, and I want it to feel like I kept a leave-in conditioner in their hair. Okay, a leave-in conditioner just feels like you have a little something soft in there, nothing too much, but just a little bit of product in there. My virgin resistant. Now just think they're resistant clients. So we need to have about 80% left in their hair. So 80% left feels like you have a deep conditioner in their hair. So you can really feel that product in their hair. You can really feel the conditioner in their hair, or the deep conditioner, okay? So that's just an example of how it could feel. So virgin feels like you left a leave-in conditioner in, and virgin resistant feels that like you left a deep conditioner in the hair, okay? Now going to our colored clients, I'm gonna spin you all the way around, Candace, okay? Going to our color treated guests, which is 95% of our clientele, I'm sure. I'm gonna have you pull that down, Candace. So 95% of our clientele is most likely our color treated guests, okay? So what I did, now this is what we did on Candace. She is our color treated guest. We clarified her 2 or 3 times. And then I brought her back and I dried 75 to 80%. And then we put the product on, and we can leave that on anywhere from 35 to 60 minutes, but I really prefer 45 is my main ground where I stand. If they have regular textured hair and they're color treated, I definitely go for 45 minutes. If they have really coarse, tight curls and they're color treated, I'll leave them on for about 60 minutes. No, there is not a, not like a perm where you can do a test strand. So it really, you're just gauging it with the texture of somebody's hair and how much frizz you want to remove. The other thing I like to explain is this going to remove curl? I get that question a lot in classes. And so with my hair, I have a curl that I get when the humidity hits my hair. So I get a lot of texture and a lot of body. So I have some texture and wave to my hair. So when I do an Inca Glow, yes, I definitely lose that because I'm eliminating my frizz. So once I eliminate my frizz, I'm not getting that texture because of my frizz. But if you have that really spiral curl, you are not going to lose your texture. You might get a little bit more structure to it, but you're not going to lose it. My favorite thing about Inca Glow is that it is heat activated. So tomorrow when Candace goes to blow dry her hair, she just has to blow dry it and it's gonna go nice and smooth. She's gonna be able to do it in half the time and she's gonna be able to get it smooth really, really quickly. The great thing about it is she is not going to lose her volume or her bounce. So if she wants, she can tomorrow wash her hair, put a curling iron to it. It's gonna hold really nice. It's still gonna be beautiful. It's gonna smooth out much better and it's gonna hold a curl, but it's gonna eliminate the frizz. Everything I think every person wants. The other great thing is that we also have a quick service. I mean, it's called the Glow Out. The Glow Out is fabulous. And I am gonna go over it really quick on a mannequin right after I'm done with Candace. And the reason for it is just to kind of show you how to apply it. And it's really quick, so it lasts anywhere to 3 to 4 weeks, depending on how much you shampoo. So if you shampoo a lot and you shampoo every day, it's obviously not going to last that long. Just like the Inca Glow, the full service of Inca Glow is a 16-week process, 16-week service you can have in your hair. But if you wash every single day, it's not gonna last that long. If you wash once a week, it's gonna last longer. My daughter washes twice a week and hers lasted almost 6 months. So it's a beautiful process.
Yeah, you can cheat just a little that way. You're
Is
good.
that good? So the great thing about the Glow Out is that you do not need to buy another product to promote this or provide this service in your salon. So I add on to my blow dry or my haircut $50 to do the Glow Out. What I do is I get a bottle, and I will show this all to you. I get a bottle, I do half of the platinum service to half water. I spray it in, and I do my blow dry in a quick little flat iron, and the service is complete. It is a great add-on to your blow dry menu. And it's great to just get somebody into the salon to try out the Inca Glow if they never have. So if they've never tried it, maybe offer a special on the Glow Outs to get people excited about getting a full service.
So the Glow Outs last how long, you said?
The Glow Outs last anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks,
Okay.
depending on shampoo. So usually, I mean, I say 3 to 4 weeks because it could last anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks if you're a once or twice a week washer. If you're washing every day, you're probably only gonna get a week and a half out of it. So it's just a nice quick service to add to your guests. You're gonna get a really nice blow dry. They're gonna be able to blow dry quicker, smoother.
Is it on wet or dry hair?
It is gonna be on wet hair, and I'm gonna show that to them. I'm gonna go through the whole process. Actually, I believe that JP is gonna be sending you guys that grid on it. Your color looks really nice and shiny. I'm just gonna have you hold it down a bit. Candace didn't know she was gonna be the model today, so I appreciate her help
Thank you.
with being our model. She definitely isn't gonna regret it. She's seen it done a few times, so, and every time I think she's wanted to be a model, and today was her lucky day. So she was happy. So once again, I'm only at 400 right now. I started off in the back where she is the finest. I started off at 390. So I'm gonna just crawl through the steps one more time while I'm finishing up Candace. So we clarify the hair, and about three to four times, depending on their hair type. And then we bring them back to our station. We dry them 75 to 80% dry. And then we start adding the product in. And with the product, we're gonna decide whether we wanna do 50-50, which is recommended for everything, or if you need to tone a little bit, you can change up that formula a bit to your discretion. You're never going to do something wrong with this product, and that's the beauty of it. So if I left Candace on 5 minutes longer, it is just going to soften our hair a little bit more. You're never gonna feel a dry or brittle feel. The only reason this product, if anybody ever sits there and says, after this, my hair feels dry and brittle on the ends, it's definitely because of the iron. So you went too high, okay? So we wanna make sure that we're leaving our iron at a reasonable degree, so we're not burning the hair, okay? All right. Candace, your hair looks so nice and shiny and healthy.
Thank you.
So I'm just kind of going through it again. So after the application is all done, we are going to set them aside for the allotted time. We're going to look at our grid and decide which category they fall in to know how long that we're going to leave the product in for. So most of the time we leave the product in anywhere from 35 to 90 minutes. And after that, we're gonna either, depending if they're a virgin application or a color treated or lightened client, we decide if we're gonna rinse it all out or if we're leaving some in. And whatever we decide after we rinse them, we're gonna bring them back to our station and we're going to dry them 100% dry and then go in with the smoothing iron. Very easy process. The best thing about this is that it's done really quickly. It feels really awesome. When they leave the salon, they are able to put it back in a ponytail. They're able to put a clip in it. They can go home and wash it if they chose to. There is no waiting on anything with this product. And I think that is the number one most exciting thing for our guests is that they don't have to wait 3 or 4 days for the product to wash it. So I want to thank Candace very much for being our model. Feel your hair because it feels awesome. And I know JP is I'm gonna turn you around so everybody can actually just see the shine in her hair. We do have a before picture and I'm pretty sure that JP can maybe send all of you the before and after picture because that will be really awesome. But the shine is incredible. And she will definitely, once she sees this, she is definitely gonna love it because her hair was not so shiny before. She's gonna love the feel of her hair right now. Okay, so thank you so much, Candace.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let her go and I'm gonna bring back my mannequin just so I can show the glow out application. So here's my mannequin. We still have her Inca Glow in. We're gonna do this side as a glow out. I didn't know if you wanted to take maybe pictures of our hair to show them the before and after, because I had them before.
Oh, okay.
So it's up to you.
Yeah.
So we talked about the glow out, okay? So I have this little bottle I bought at whatever bottle you want to use. I just choose to use a plastic bottle. And I like a small one like this, just because I find it easy to store. So once I mix this, I can probably use this for the whole week. So I mix an ounce, okay? So I do a 1/2 ounce of platinum to a 1/2 ounce of water. And I can use this for a whole week as long as it's sealed and tight, okay? So I can probably use an ounce of this product on at least 4 people. That's how little we're using, okay? So the great thing is it goes a long way. You don't have to buy a whole nother product within our line to achieve this extra service. You can use what we already have. So really we use the platinum just for toning purposes. Will it be wrong if you use the regular? Absolutely not. We just think that using the platinum just kind of balances everything out a little bit more. So once again, 1/2 ounce of the platinum, 1/2 ounce of water, and you have a formula for about a week. I always give it a good shake prior to using. Okay. So when we're doing it, we don't want to take small sections like we did before. So we wash the hair with moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. So you want to wash, because we're just doing a regular blow dry with this, okay? So moisturizing shampoo and conditioner, and then you're going to bring her back to the chair, towel dry her really well. And this application is very, very simple. All right, I want to make sure that this is spraying nicely. Okay. So I just douse once, maybe twice depending on thickness, and I comb through. I slice again, douse once and twice, and comb through. Slice again. And comb through. You do not want to put this on very heavy. You will feel it. Now, I do always recommend maybe trying it on somebody before you do, so you can get the feel of how heavy you want to be able to spray it on. So maybe another stylist, you guys can work on each other first, just so you can feel it out. The first time I absolutely did it, I absolutely laid it on too thick. What was it harmful to the hair? Not even a little bit. It just made the hair feel a little bit heavy during her blow dry. Once she washed it again, she was still in love with it. So it's really not, you can't do this wrong. You just might be, it might just be a little heavy during blowout. So now, after this product is in, all we do now is blow dry, just like we would normally blow dry, and then we're going through and styling it with the iron as if we're just styling our hair. So we're not doing it like a full service, and we're not going through every single little section and going over it a few times. We're just going in with the iron and going through and just styling the hair so we can get it in there, and that's all. So that is our service. We just make sure, and you'll see, you're sending out the grid, JP, correct, to about the glow out?
Mhm.
Okay, so you just spray it in there really nicely, comb it through really nicely, give it a good blow dry, beautiful blow dry. You'll be able to get some great volume out of it, and then just give it some passes throughout the hair with the iron, section by section. And it's a really quick and easy extra $50 on top of your blow dry or your cut. And that's all. You just have to check your email after this class, and you'll be able to get all the guidelines to everything we talked about today. So just a little recap on everything. And if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute and ask me. So we're just gonna really quick, once again, go over our application for the full Inca Glow treatment. We are going to clarify 2 or 3 times. We are going to bring them back to our chair, comb them out, and we are going to dry them 75 to 80% dry. Look at a grid, decide what category they fall into. We're going to decide 50-50, or if we need to do some toning. Put the product on, decide how long they're going to stay on for, depending on their category of their hair. And then we are going to either rinse them 100%, or we're gonna leave some product in the hair. And then we're gonna go in with the iron application. For the glow out, we're gonna shampoo them with hydrating shampoo and conditioner, moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. Bring them back, spray some product section by section in the hair, comb it through, blow dry them, and hit them with the iron as styling. And that is all. I wanna thank everybody for having us. And if you have any questions, they will, I'm sure there's a way that we can send them my email address.
Yeah, we can include it in the email if you just want to tell them right
I
now.
can tell them right now. If you want to email me, it's Henricks Kerry, HENRIQUES, Kerry, KERRIE @gmail.com. I would be happy to answer any questions from here on out. Or if you want to even shoot me a text message, 508-971-6401. I will always answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much.